time being, and thank you so much for coming and sharing some time with me, we are pulling a full moon in Libra message. This Libra moon paired with this Aries sun, being the balance, right? The great balance. Whenever you have the outer world and the inner world on the same axes but opposite, right? Because every time the sun is in a sign, the moon phases, the new moon is in the same sign as the sun. So the new moon we just had was a new moon in Aries because the sun is in the sign of Aries, right? You can think of it this way because when it's new, the information is just imprinted, it's just kind of locked in and projected, right? The full moon is always the opposite sign, on the opposite axis. So it is the balancing aspect, it is on the opposite axis. So Libra is the balancing sign of Aries, right? When we had Pisces, the full moon would have been in the sign of Virgo, right? That's an easy way to remember the phases. And you know, because most of the time you work with new moon and full moon, although you can work with any stage, right? The new moon and the full moon usually hold the most potent time to input certain information. So I'm just going to pull a message from the full moon. I'm going to actually extend my magnets a little bit because I feel like I'm going to be piling cards. And let's just see what the full moon wants to share. Okay. All right. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. And that's the next sign after Aries, right? Right after Aries, you have Taurus. That's actually going to be in 6 months, right? So there's certain things. This full moon in Taurus will be happening in the sun sign of Scorpio, right? Scorpio comes after Libra. Sorry, give me a second. Let me remember. I believe it's Scorpio, but whatever sign comes after Libra, when the sun is in the sign of Scorpio, then you will have the full moon in Taurus, right? But you know, this is the next sun sign after Aries. There's certain things that you are releasing with this full moon, or that you're setting in place. It's like you're letting go of certain things, and it's coming, other things are coming into fill its place. It's coming to fruition, but you're not going to see the full bloom of it until about 6 months, because it's coming in a way where you weren't really prepared and organized for it. And I'm feeling that because the card came up upside down. I just turned it upright to read it. But you didn't really plan for this. Like, you've been wanting this thing, but you didn't really plan for it strategically. So it's not going to come to full bloom for a couple of months, for, you know, anywhere from it could be fast, 1 month, right, with Taurus coming up next. It could be anywhere from 1 to 6 months with the full moon in Taurus. But you're needing to let go of certain things so your new manifestations can come in. Let me see. Hold your vision. Fixed moon. Yeah, the things that you have been wanting to manifest, that you've been thinking about a lot, that you've been dreaming about, because remember, this is the full moon in Libra. So what have you been considering regarding relationships, regarding certain shadow aspects? And I'm sorry, hold on, I need to move my incense because that smoke is in my face. It's like drawn to me. You know, smoke is the air element, right? But things that you may have started to doubt or waver, right? Because you're not holding your vision. Look, time to breathe out. Decimating moon, again, upside down. Okay, so this energy 100% is feeling like a reset. It's a hard reset. There's certain things, let me see what therapy message. There's certain things that you have been stressing about. Is it really going to come? Is it really going to happen? Right? I'm not planning for this thing anymore. I'm not, you need to let go of that doubt surrounding it. That's why they're saying hold your vision. So set the intention with this full moon, right? You want to release, but you also want to have things coming in, because Aries, springtime, it's all brand new. We're still in new energy. Even though it's the full moon, we're still in new energy, in spring energy. So this moon is going to have dual action. Let me see what are some things that we may have been holding on to that is preventing us, right? That is making us stressed out. We're holding our breath. Is this thing ever going to come out? Is it ever going to manifest? Is it ever going to come to fruition? Let me see. Goddess. Express your divine feminine energy, embracing its magical intuition and nurturing qualities. Wow. That's absolutely perfect. With the moon being the divine feminine energy, and divine feminine energy, you see all this heart chakra, right? Taurus is also luxury, right? Beauty. Libra is about relationship. So that feminine energy that has been suppressed, your intuition, definitely a feminine energy. You're not following your intuition because you're not holding your vision, because you're stressing out about this thing. You're holding your breath. You're not quite believing in your thing coming to fruition because you're not planning for it, because you don't feel it really can come true. You don't feel that your intuition is right. You don't feel it can really lead you onto the path of righteousness. You don't feel that you can trust that part of you because you have been betrayed by the feminine energy. But it's time to let that go. And it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman watching this. There's some feminine energy in your life that has caused you to feel like you can't trust your intuition. Shield yourself. Protect yourself from harsh, fear-based energies by envisioning a cocoon of light surrounding you. Protect yourself from harsh or fear-based energies by envisioning a cocoon of healing light surrounding you. Shield yourself. And this is Archangel Michael energy. Shield yourself. You need to protect yourself. Look, hold your vision. Keep yourself surrounded by a cocoon of light, which is your own light, your own brightness. Shield yourself with your own dreams, with your own aura, with your own knowing. I just came back from Dallas, and I was telling someone there, they were concerned about, law enforcement and things of that nature. And I was like, listen, I walk with a bubble of protection around me. Like, people, mischief, riffraff, craziness, foolishness can't see me, can't detect me. I will never be in that space, in that arena, because I am divinely protected. I know this. So anyone who was with me thereby falls underneath that purview. I know this. And they were like, oh, okay. And I said it with such authority. I don't surround myself. I protect myself from fear-based or harsh energies, or anyone telling me that my dreams can't come true. Throat chakra. The angels are helping you lovingly speak your truth. Exactly. What are you declaring over yourself? What are you speaking over yourself? This full moon is asking you to clear this energy. Remember, what are some of the things that you have been giving up? You've been giving up on your intuition, not believing that you have that. You've been giving up on your protection, feeling I'm not protected, I'm not loved, I'm not valued, I'm not cherished. Bad things keep happening to me. And because you think and you feel that way, you keep experiencing those things. You keep speaking those things over yourself. Your throat chakra is not balanced. Look at all this blue. Your throat chakra is not balanced. You have certain things ingrained in your heart. And full moon in Libra is asking you to see the beautiful other side. See the beautiful other side. See the other thing that's balancing the scale, because life is always about a series of balance. So make sure that you speak your truth. What is your truth? It doesn't matter anyone else's truth. Literally, I just did a Mindset Monday video on my other YouTube channel about this thing. It doesn't matter what anyone else has said. If you feel you want to do it, if that's what makes you happy, you should do it. And it doesn't matter what side of the spectrum it falls on. because the perspective on how that thing that you do that makes you feel good is going to be weighed on is based off of the other person's experience. So you can't keep living your life on a bunch of what ifs from other people, because everyone has a different experience. Even though we're all having the same experience, it's all immensely different. Lastly, Earth ain't, oh my gracious. You are a light worker who has come to Earth to listen. You are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. And how can you teach about love if you don't experience things that give you the opportunity to know and appreciate love? You won't know what love is unless you experience many different things. So you can say, oh, this is love. This is not love. Okay? So this is what we want to work on balancing and releasing with this full moon. Let's I have my spirit song tarot deck here, which I don't normally use. Let me see what the spirit animals want to tell us. They've been coming in a lot, and they have a lot to do with intuition, right? And frequency. Let's see what the spirit song tarot deck wants to share. I don't normally use this deck. I think I've used this deck maybe 2 or 3 times, but had it for a while. Okay, look, 3 cards. I'll keep them all. So what? And I am going to have to refer to the book because the suits aren't like the regular tarot. So not only do I not normally use the tarot deck, but now I have something that's not even the traditional ones. Okay, 4 of Shells, soul searching, reevaluation. I want to say ibis, but I want to say stork, that bird. But 4 of Shells, soul searching, reevaluation. I just need to look and verify what the shells are. Wow. And then, you know, as soon as I said that, I opened it up and it was right there. But definitely soul searching, reevaluating, that's right in line with, are my dreams ever going to come true? Oh, it's a crane. Okay. Are my and I, you know what? And I said ibis, but I definitely was picturing a crane because I'm from Miami and we have them all over the place. I don't know why I said ibis. Ibis is the early other Miami Florida bird. Okay, so reevaluation, you know, am I ever going to experience this thing that I so want? Am I ever going to have the love coming in and the abundance coming in and, you know, the happiness? Like, really soul searching. What have I made of my life? Life is just ticking. Like, these people that are around me, they're just continuing with the same old, right? This water element, I was looking through the book to try to find out what it was, the shells, but I believe this is cups. So this is the emotion, right? And with the 4 of cups or 4 of shells, basically, like, you're refocusing your energy. You're getting back into this space, right? You're bringing in renewed optimism. The moon is telling you, listen, we're no longer looking at the glass half empty. We're no longer on the pessimist side. We are very optimistic, right? The crane is so graceful. We'll sit, we'll watch, we'll sort things out, right? And you see the 4 of shells that are right here, what it should be digging for to eat, right? Because the cranes dig and eat, but here is looking out and above, right? Probably optimistic that they're always there for me. I don't have to dig. I don't have to fight, or there could be something better for me laying outside. Let me take a moment to think about the choices that I want. Do I want to eat these right here? Or am I optimistic that something better is available for me, right? Definitely meditation, huge. Resting, right? If you've been feeling tired, oh, I want to take a nap today. If you've been feeling tired, rest, okay? The Empress, beauty, abundance, Yes. Oh, and look at the rabbit for spring. Okay. The Empress. That's major arcana. Like, oh my God, that's divine feminine. Exactly. Goddess energy that came through for you. Okay. So you're starting here, right? 4, all about abundance, home, right? Your foundation, okay? Which are some things that you'll be reevaluating in your foundation as you soul search. The Empress, the goddess energy, is coming in to bless you with this. And it's very fertile. It's very fertile. And it's going to be very fast. It's going to be very swift. That is so perfect. That is so perfect. You are embodying the divine feminine. Okay? Treasures once lost are coming to you. You're reclaiming beauty and health over yourself, right? Make sure you speak that over yourself. And lastly, 16, the Tower, release, revelation. Look at that. That's another Miami animal. We also have wild rabbits. And you know what? I'm keep seeing Miami, but when I'm seeing Miami, like I said, I grew up there, but going back as an adult visiting, I don't live there anymore. I live in Central Florida now, but so we go frequently. But going back there now as an adult, I see things completely different, right? The animal like instincts, completely different. So the Tower, release, revelation, you are coming into a space. We told you you're letting these things go. You're no more being they're saying a cold-blooded chameleon. That's is giving me more iguana than chameleon, but same. You're no longer camouflaging. It's not the same, but with the chameleon, you're no longer just blending in. You're no longer just getting in or going along to get along. Okay, the Tower is the end. We're ending. Where it's swift, sudden change. Okay, some of you may be like picking up and moving to certain things. These, oh my God, these chameleons, these iguanas, these little lizards, they're so smart. They're so smart. They know how to adapt. Instantly, they can adapt to terrain. Okay, iguanas, and I know it's not an iguana, I know it's a chameleon, but I'm just saying iguanas adapt for their survival. They, when it gets too cold, because of course tropical climate, so when it gets too cold, they will freeze and fall out of the tree, and you'll think they're dead, but give them some time to thaw out, and they right back at it. Okay, you may have moments like that when they think that you're down and out, but just give you this time to release this dead weight, and you're going to be right back at it. That is so beautiful. So that is the message that I am feeling for you all. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me and connecting with me. Know that if you are hearing these messages, especially if you got all the way through to this point right now, know that Spirit is walking with you, walking through you, operating for you on your behalf always. Always, always, always on your behalf. Everything is always working out for you. I had a little flight delay going out to Dallas, and I was like, whatever, it's for my benefit. It's for my benefit, and it was. I didn't have to rush, right? For my benefit. Always, always, always. It doesn't matter what is happening, okay? So sending you all love, and remember, until we connect again, your angels are here for a reason and a season. You deserve the best, and the best is yet to come. Peace.